what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Welcome to our website. We got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
Yeah, Broadway is back.
Finally. It's been way too long.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Let's catch a musical.
Hey, that's an awesome idea.
How about this one?
Now that one's got a great cast, but the music, I wasn't feeling it.
How about that one?
Now that one's got an amazing choreographer, awesome spectacle, but I don't know, the music just didn't do it for me.
I got it. Rock of Ages.
Now that's a great show, but that lead guy, not so much. You know what? I got a great idea.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to another episode of, what do we do?
That show?
The Brooklyn Café show.
Brooklyn Cafe show. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
It's quiet today for a Friday in here. What happened? Someone deflated your balloon.
No, what happened was, you had to turn your clocks back an hour. And everybody's discombobulated.
No, what happened is I bought a clock with no buttons, Eileen. So we went to change the clock, and Freddie had to download the app. And then the app wasn't in English. And then he said, can we just throw the clock away?
I threw it in the garbage.
Who makes a clock without buttons?
That wasn't the worst of it. They want my social security number, my bank account, where I live. They got maps on me.
So I don't even know where the clock is at the moment.
I threw it away.
Still
I took the batteries out, kept the batteries, and threw it away. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
most
Why did you
ridiculous
move
thing.
it? You haven't moved that clock in a year.
Well, Eileen moved it over there, and then we're like, oh, let's change
Eileen
the
did it.
time. And
Eileen
then,
did it.
no.
It's don't blame it on you.
And then he said, just keep it the way it is and subtract an hour until April when we have to add the hour, and then it'll be right again. That's what I'm going to do with my car.
You ever get a new car? Yes. And you don't know how to change the time of your
Yep.
car? So you tell people, don't mess with my car, subtract an hour. Right? I mean, come on, are we guilty of doing that sometime in our life?
I got 2 clocks in my car. Yep.
Right? Don't touch it. Now, my car, it better change because I smack it. But your car, you got to manually change it.
No idea how. There's no buttons.
Just put a paper, subtract an hour.
That's what I have to do. So I've got 2 clocks, the digital and the analog, and neither one is the right time.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to change the clocks in this place. I'm going to make that one 2 hours ahead, the one over there 1 hour
Thank you.
behind, and get everybody guessing what time is it.
And thoroughly confused me. But I'm excited that we actually are official. We have our name on the door. It only took 2 years.
Official what?
We are officially here after 2 years. Now people can find us again. I know. It took 2 years and a whole lot of creative thinking to get a sign, but we at least have what we got.
Why did it take you so long to come up with that idea?
I don't know. You know why? I do know why.
Why?
Because you had that other signage that was on the door until it fell off last week.
Until somebody knocked it
So
off.
once that fell off, then we had to come up with another creative idea.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, so I like it a lot. So I have to thank our sign guy who's done
I got to thank the
incredible
guy
things.
who knocked it off the wall.
Kind of, exactly. It was a sign from the heavens.
This is why 2020, the puzzle of the game, life is a puzzle. Gubb, they're going to make a piece of this with your face on it.
I thought you wanted to sell some.
They are.
Oh, okay.
It falls into the COVID jail. In Boston, Massachusetts. Where are you?
That's it. That's the new name of the state. They just changed it in your honor.
Well, Steve's making some new drinks. We've still got Steve Gubb joining us. You've set up office, I think, in Studio
Whoa,
B.
wait a minute. He's making drinks?
Oh, yes. Wayne, he's going to reprieve himself from last week.
Wait, hey, Wayne, I didn't kill you last week. I'll get you this week. I got another shot.
I got to ask. How much rum are you going to use today?
We went through 6 bottles last Friday.
We're not going to use 1 bottle today. We
We're not?
don't. We don't have to. Yeah,
He's
let's say it's
refined
under
it after 10 years.
Let's say it was out of control last week with that blender, and that was in the quart of ice cream, and everything else that we were eating and drinking. But this week we've got our cocktail prepared. We've got some other things ready to go. We've got ice. We've got the appropriate cups. We're under control here. This
We
is a
had everything
professional
last
operation.
week appropriate. You went through 4 gallons of ice cream. You went through 3 gallons of slushness from Jeremiah's.
Right.
You went through 6 bottles of rum. Who the hell does 6 bottles of rum in 2 hours?
Wayne.
Wayne.
It was his fault.
We threw out 3 or 4 bottles last Friday,
Right.
and then I found 3 more in the bottom of the bar yesterday. Empty.
Why are we keeping empty bottles?
We weren't, but apparently they must have ended up down there, so we didn't know how much we actually went through on last Friday. So now we're off to a clean slate.
Yeah,
You one scary
Wayne,
dude.
you ready to try? We're doing what, mojitos today?
we're doing kind of a hybrid. We're going to call it a hybrid mojito today.
Okay.
We've got
Hybrid. What are you
a
talking
hybrid.
about?
Hybrid. You know, if you let the professionals explain what they're doing, it's gonna be great.
I want to hear this.
And it's going to be great. No, I can't say that either. We're going to feature, we've got a mojito made with what is essentially, it says margarita on it, but it's really the same mix as a mojito, plus a little bit of orange juice. This is from a company called Ripe, R-I-P-E, Ripe Bar Juice. They make an organic cocktail mixer. They make margarita, mojito, something called a Bayesian punch, which is more orange, Valencia oranges than the lime. It's really excellent. Typically, you go to a liquor store and you look at all the mixers. The mixers have a paragraph of ingredients that looks like this, and the first one is always high fructose corn syrup. This doesn't have anything like that. It's got 4 or 5, I think it's 5 ingredients, and I just have to find them. Here we are. Filtered water, lime juice, organic agave nectar, and orange juice.
I got to
That's it.
ask a question.
Yes.
You're making a mojito using a margarita mix.
Yeah, because the margarita mix that they produce, and again, this is a pre-mixed product. It's water, lime, and agave. That's what's going into a margarita. And a mojito has simple syrup, club soda, mint. The mojito mix that they make has mint. This one doesn't have mint.
So it
it's-
has everything, and you add whatever's missing.
and you
to
add the
mojito.
rum of your choice, and of course, in this case, the rum of all of our choice is Gubb Silver rum.
Yes.
So we've got it right here, and that's what we're going to serve first.
Excellent.
And it's
So
ready
you
to
get,
go.
You get started on that.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that. We'll put a few together, and then we've got Jeremiah's ice, the orange and the root beer, and when that softens up just a little bit.
Oh, you're putting that in there too?
No,
Uh-oh,
we're going
Wayne.
to make a second cocktail. We're going to make a second cocktail. No, I'm not going to say that. We're making a second cocktail with Gubb Gold, the vanilla-infused, spectacular gold rum. We're going to make it with root beer, and we're going to add the root beer ice to that. We're going to make it also with the orange and vanilla ice from Jeremiah with the gold rum. It's going to be the Gubb Gold creamsicle like we had last week. But we're not going to put it in the blender and mix it all up. We're just going to let it kind of blend together in the cup. You look.
Where'd you find this guy?
You look somewhat.
Studio B.
You know.
He goes, here's the rent check. And we said, thank you very much.
Freddie, I'm worried because there's two things. You look. In my discussion of these cocktails, you look a bit confused. But
Well,
let
you
me.
know, I was a bartender for 5 years.
Okay.
I own bars.
Yeah.
In
How'd that work
all
out
my
for you?
years-
How'd that work out for you, by the
It
way?
worked out very well. I sold
Okay,
them.
great.
But in all my years, I have never heard of a concoction like you're doing today. Now, it could be delicious. We're about to find out.
Let me say that these are in the Gubb Rum Hall of Fame. I realize you haven't visited the Hall
I
of
have
Fame
not.
yet. Well, okay.
Neither has Wayne. Wayne, you haven't visited this
The
either.
other thing, I have to say this really quickly. Dawn, all you got to do is go into your car, touch the clock, and everything you need will come right up on your dash. I didn't know it either, but I was trying to change the time and move it an hour ahead or an hour back. I had no idea what to do. I couldn't figure it out.
Just
Took me
touch the clock?
Months. All you do is touch the clock, and the controls come up.
Really?
On the dash. Yeah, that's all there is to it. It's so
That
easy.
true? I'm
I don't know, you're
Googling. I'm
talking
like,
to a guy that's mixing mojito with margarita. I don't know.
I'm going to send Gabby out to do it for me. I bet she knows how to fix my clock.
She'll be fabulous. She knows the kids know how to do all this stuff.
All right, so you're going to make your first round of drinks.
We're going to do that right now.
All right, so you work on that because I want to talk to Mini Donut World on 3 because he's come out with a new product as well.
I ate part of it
Now you always eat part of it. Why is it you leave the? Why do you leave that?
because I was going to wait to do this on air to find out what it is because I already ate the Reese's Pieces off of it. Oh. All right, we got to go to camera 3. Scott,
Yes.
is this like a cinnamon liqueur?
That's a good question because there's such a variety of options. I got to see whatever else it is. But what we're finding out is the more and more things that we blend with them, the more and more it just works out to being a perfect match. So that's the beauty of it. You can try all these different type of liqueurs with these different donuts. It's
The
great.
Fireball, because now
Fireball,
it's
yeah.
burning my throat. It's cinnamon on the front end. I shouldn't say that, I sound like Steve. On the back end,
All right.
it's Fireball, and it goes incredibly well with the Reese's Pieces and the chocolate frosting that I just ate. Wow.
Now I got. What the hell was that?
Well, it's
You
the rest
hear
of
that-
my
you heard that,
Fireball.
right?
Squirt.
I think your mouth is on fire. And I want to understand the question. I want to understand something here. You got 2 donuts. Yours has the booze.
And yours
Mine doesn't. And your cheerleading group in the back is applauding here. How can you pick that one?
Because that's the Brooklyn Cafe logo on it. I got to find you one with a Fireball. Holy cow, this
I don't
one
want
is
one with a Fireball.
unbelievable,
That's
Scott.
for Wayne. Wayne can have all the fireballs in existence.
Wow. This is incredible. Let's talk to Scott about what he's got going on in these mini donuts.
He has a new thing coming out. He was talking to me about that.
We do. We have a brand new concept coming out. We have tried to solve some of the world problems that are out there. No, we're not attacking a COVID. We're not doing the supply chain issues or the employee issues or, the global warming. We're not attacking that, but we decided to do something a little bit more important than that. And basically, when children turn the age of 1, this is only one scenario of many that we are doing here, but when children turn the age of 1, 2, or 3, their parents seem to throw a tremendous party, actually an extravaganza. And with that, we decided to come up with a solution for them so they can do everything all at once, have everything ready for them, and we came up with the sugar and spiked specials. And in essence, what we're able to do is take the theme that what they have, whether it's a birthday party, maybe it's a baby naming, maybe it's a bris, maybe a baby shower, whatever it is, to have that all themed in one of the boxes, as well as on the spiked portion to be able to have our infusion donuts. And it's such a great combination there, and we're able to put it out in the market now. It's fantastic. It's really cool, and it appeals to both, because when they throw these parties out, all the adults show up to these quote-unquote kids parties. So in essence, really, who's it for? Is it for the kids? I don't think at 1 and 2 or 3 years old it is, but they're there with all the parents, and it really is something else.
Wow, that's a great idea, because that's exactly right. It's having the families. And right now, everyone is starting to get together again, and they're coming out from under their rocks, and they're having parties and Thanksgiving and get-togethers. Now is absolutely the time to do this.
It is. It's a good idea. I got to tell you, a lot of people, we sent out 4 boxes of the donuts to people and companies. And what's happening is the mini donut is becoming an introduction for business. And then the parties that are coming behind it. So people are using this where we used to do lunches. And you can't do a lunch and learn. You can't do lunches right now because of what's going on. People still aren't 100% safe. But the donuts are a nice touch because people visit the businesses and they get the donuts. And we sent one over to Yamato, to Palm.
I'm not sure if they wanted the donuts or slick.
Oh, they wanted the donuts.
I think it's a combination of the two. But last week's donuts were so well received. The staff, we sent a box up to Old School Square, to Space of Mind School. It happened to be their art walk. So they were there from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. last Friday. They were so excited. The staff was so happy with it. The kids were clamoring, can I have one? Can I have one? The kids loved it. So your idea of the kids and the adults in one box is fantastic. They were so happy. The law firm, the ticketing group that we sent it to, also Second Street Bagels and Deli, said, Scott, you made their day. And these are people in the food industry, so it wasn't even about, it was about the food, but not about the food. It was about the marketing and the presentation and the delivery of it. So you made their day also, so I thank you for that.
They got a big
In
kick out of
essence, what
seeing
you're
their
saying is
logo.
so true, though, because it's a complete package of what we bring to the table here. So we got a high-quality product.
Oh, thank you.
With that, we're able to also put on the logo donuts, not just the company that's purchasing the box, but when they go to deliver it to their client, they'll have their client's logo on one of the donuts there. And it really turns out to be a great calling card as well as a great item for the holidays that you can give out as gifts. And it's all very, 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 very affordable.
And the question of one of today's deliveries, they asked, will you deliver up here for them if they want to do more?
course, absolutely.
Because they are not in Cooper City, so they said, would you deliver up here?
They were trying to figure out how to get to you. I said,
Yes.
no, they'll
Exactly.
deliver. And she says,
We
oh my
can-
God, all my vendors.
You got to understand that in our business here, the word no doesn't exist, so we make things happen. With that being said, they need it delivered, we have it delivered. They want to come visit us, they need it at a certain time, we make things happen. So that's how you have to be. You got to be able to do all these different things at any time.
Got to do it. So I left you the logo. I'll get you a real one if you want.
I'm going to tell you, I got everything I want in this little pink glass.
Scott, thank you so much.
We
Gabby, did you
appreciate
get a
it.
donut?
Thank you guys for everything. We
Gabby goes, I
appreciate
want a
it.
donut. We're like, not that box. No, not that box. This is what we do to a poor 11-year-old. No, you can't have that box either. Your poor Gabby, your box is in the theater. So help yourself, Gabby. Wayne and Eileen are holding the donuts for you. So whatever you want, except the ones with the little squirty things. The rest is all good for you.
Thank you guys.
Scott, amazing. Great marketing idea for people. Wow. And she lives and breathes. Look who's here.
Wow.
You look
who's
fantastic.
here?
It is so good to see you.
Did you just land?
No, I didn't land. I drove.
Hey, Steve, look who's
Hey,
here.
Steve, look who's here. Your biggest fan.
Hey, man, because you're here.
I figured. It was a bribe. Steve's here on me. I'll come in one day.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I thought you abandoned me and you ran off to North Carolina with some stranger. I don't know.
I did.
Her husband.
Sure, there you go. Another myth shattered. There you go.
How long are you here for?
Till Thanksgiving.
How you like that?
Wow. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
You
All right,
feeling
let's
good?
take a commercial break. When we come back,
Let's do that.
we got a chit chat with Amy, we got Justin Mooney, we got Wayne, we've got Eileen, we've got Lucky, and we got Gabby. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back.
Strong cup of coffee will kick in your day. Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open. Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Welcome to Mini Donut World, where the donuts are hot, fresh, and delicious. Made to order and customizable by you. Gourmet specialty flavors such as apple pie, French toast, campfire, and strawberry cheesecake are always popular. Looking to tailor your appetite? Build your own mini donuts. Choose from over 18 flavored donut bases, add on your icing flavor, and choose from over 15 toppings and drizzles. While kids enjoy our design your own kits to take home, our 21 and over customers love our alcohol-infused donuts. Come visit Mini Donut World at 8763 Sterling Road in Cooper City. Have questions or want to place an order? Give us a call at 954-369-2301. We know you will love each bite of our deliciously distinctive mini donuts.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
In studio, Gabby, that was fantastic.
And if you need any kind of artwork or anything else, the side hustle of Gabby is in the house. She will sell you everything from soup to nuts, that kid. She has a whole operation.
Gabby, the entrepreneur. Yes. I wonder what she's selling these days.
I have no idea. I'm afraid to ask. What has been confiscated?
Well, Gabby, I'm glad you've been hanging out with us today. That was great. Thank you very much. She's decided to hang here as extracurricular field trip instead of going to school. If you just give Freddie the paperwork, he'll sign off as an in-house field trip for you.
Thank you.
For learning entrepreneurship.
And we'll take pictures of the whole place and send it with the paperwork.
Absolutely.
I got to say that the drink that
Steve
Mr.
Gubb, everyone
really
has
good.
finished their drink.
I just don't know when you pour this.
Even Wayne's like, his is done.
When you pour this, it was less than a shot. Is there like a shortage like everything else in this country?
You know, the supply chain is not what it was just a few weeks ago.
Just until Friday.
It's all, that's right. Friday's the supply
When
chain.
the ice leaves, I'll
or
be
the
licking the glass.
Well, okay, we can work on that. You know, this is like McDonald's. You know, you buy a Coke, you get a free refill. So we can work that out.
I don't think there was any. And then there's pink. I feel like what's the name of the piano player with the pink glasses?
Elton John?
Elton John. I feel like Elton John when I look through this to you.
Well, last week it was something of a war zone over here between the blender and the ice cream going all over the place. So I was just trying to rein things in a bit to show the Brooklyn Cafe traveling medicine show that we have some decorum here, some degree of civility.
The versatility of Gubba rum.
You drank your. Listen, Dawn finished hers, so obviously it's really like a small taste. This is like a little taste.
Yesterday, Amy C was pouring Gubba, and apparently it was just straight Gubba, and the glass was cracked. Or he missed the cup. I don't know.
No, it was cracked, and he's running
Next
all
thing
over
I
the
know,
place.
we've got a trail of Gubba rolling through the studio. We've got Amy Rashevsky, our in-house artist, is back joining us. Amy, it's been a minute, as they say. It's been a minute, like since June, a minute.
Yeah.
Wow. Welcome
What,
back.
are you ever coming back to Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's here.
Sorry. No, she's visiting. Doesn't mean she's back.
She's back. She's visiting.
Yeah. January, February, March.
We got
January,
the Amy.
February, okay.
January, February, March. We'll take it. We will
True
take
that.
it. And we've got Justin Mooney joining. Justin came in on Wednesday. We didn't realize he had double booked. So, wait, he says, can I come back on Friday? So.
Friday's a good day.
Friday's a good day. So we didn't get a chance to talk to Justin, but everyone's getting ready to do some estate planning and repositioning some things. So Wayne, I thank you again for introducing us to Justin.
True that.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. With the brain bowl and everything you've got going on and estate planning, you had so many questions from the last time as far as paperwork and, as you say, things of that nature.
And it's funny because is any of the plans going to change after January? It's the big scare. You know, I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. We have a white house, a green house, a blue house. Who knows what we got anymore? Are any of the laws going to change as far as you're concerned with your business?
No. So the biggest thing was, I think in the last week, the House infrastructure bill just passed, and all the proposed regulations that I spent hours on putting summaries together and doing seminars on, it was completely gutted, completely
Really?
out of there. Yeah, so nothing's going to change for the near future. They could do something at last minute, but this kind of administration, it hasn't been on top of making any tax changes. The only thing that we have coming is in 2026, the state tax exemption is going to roll back, so it's going to be cut in half starting that year. So use up your exemption while you can if you have over $6 million.
Wayne.
Amy.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
I'll get ready.
Only 6? Okay.
Only
Yeah.
6. All right, so we're kind of running close.
Well, you know, the funny thing is that you ask yourself, what's going to change? Anything going to affect anybody in this room on the general? What's going on right now with the, what was it, 1.2 trillion? And then they're trying to do the other.
Yep.
Is anything going to, except for inflation, which I hear is 8% in
Well,
Florida.
look at gas.
That's inflation.
But that's from COVID. That's from everything.
It's inflation.
Yeah, but because we
Nobody
were
wants to work.
right. That's a problem,
ports,
too.
And you hear the governor of Florida wants to bring every ship in the world here, because I guess they don't do any. They have nothing to do here. I don't know where he's getting the magical workers here to work, because they ain't working nowhere else. Truckers, you know, they're paying good money for a trucker. I'm thinking, put a cam in there, I'll do it on the road.
You can deliver some donuts for Scott.
You know, driving down yesterday.
Scott, we're going to put Freddie in a truck. He can be part of the mini donut world expedition.
I think so.
You know what?
The circus isn't
I just want to. Am I on? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, we were driving, you know, from North Carolina yesterday, the day before and yesterday, and bumper to bumper trucks, bumper to bumper. I mean, like, so there are trucks on the road. I mean, like massive trucks.
They're trying to get in for the holiday season.
I
I'm going
guess.
to tell you what's going to happen next year. You mark my word. You know that company that has the trucker with no driver?
Yeah.
Tesla? Yeah.
They're going to end up using that and put 1 million trucks out there with no drivers. And they're going to tell people,
That's scary.
do not drive while these trucks are
Yeah,
out
really.
there. And that's how they're going to resolve the problem.
Like a drone. Drop everything off.
Well, I got stuck behind a train. Well, I had to wait for a train that was like, I think it had, I don't know how many hundreds of these containers on there. So I think they're training them around.
No pun
As well.
intended.
Yeah.
A
He's the
3-mile
train with
train.
the training them around.
A 3-mile train. I can see this guy driving a train.
You think?
Oh, by the way, I have an announcement to make. Dawn has agreed to let me have a train inside the studio.
I like the lights, by the
Steve,
way.
what am I drinking? How much am I drinking?
No, it
She needs
depends.
another one, whatever it
What-
is.
Second drink?
Don, it depends. What have you just agreed to? And I'll tell you what you're drinking.
I'm gonna have a 3-mile train in here.
You know, if you do that, I'm moving to Florida. That's the greatest thing in the world when you do that. That's
You
fabulous.
see? You see? Thank you very much for your endorsement.
Jesse's Junction in North Conway, New Hampshire, had 2 rooms in their restaurant, and they had the trains going from one room to the other.
That's what I want.
I love it. Oh, also, Wegmans up north in New York State, when you go into their above the cheese section, they have that train going around and around
that?
and
And
around.
also
It is such a
everybody
hoot.
agrees.
It is such a hoot. The kids
Is that
love
going to
it.
deliver stuff around all the guests?
Oh, that would be kind of cool. And so we can take the train, it starts with the gubba, and it goes around, and then you get a gubba.
Yeah.
And then you get a gubba, and then you get a
That's right.
gift card to Eileen's show, and then Wayne gives you a 20% off coupon from his, and we just sort of drop it off along the way.
That would be
You do
too
like a
easy.
kid show as well, like Mr. Rogers.
No, what we're gonna do is we are gonna paint junction functions on the wall. So every time the train stops at one of these functions, you have to have a donut or you have to have a drink. You have to have something. So I'm gonna put functions all over, like train stops. All over.
Function.
That's
Actually
right.
makes
How
me,
are we going to reach that?
You don't. You're gonna have your glass.
There'll be
So
a
the train
mechanism.
goes to a stop, and you have to drink because it's gonna go woo woo.
Yeah, but you make a bid on the art at the same time.
I had somebody in yesterday who looked at your artwork, Amy, and she said, I need to buy a new piece for my home, and I don't know which one to choose.
I said to take them all home
And try
and bring back the ones you don't want.
So
That works.
She's going to Paris next week and then another place the following week. Then she'll be back after Thanksgiving. So you'll come in one Thursday night and you'll meet with her. She loves them all, and you're going to have to find a wall in her house.
You're gonna have to figure it out with that magical thing you do. But I
So welcome
guarantee you
back.
one thing: when the train comes and stops at the art, they're gonna look at the train. They're gonna look at the art. Think about it. If I can get the little
Otherwise they're
donut to
blind,
fall
right?
off the train,
And here's the thing, I can't even tell you you're wrong.
I'm not
That's the
wrong.
scary part, Stephen Wayne, is I can't even tell him he's wrong. It's just the logistics of the situation make it a little more complicated.
It's not. I got Anna's granddad told me what to
Alana's,
do.
yes.
Alana's granddad told me what to do.
Actually, I have to ask Justin a question. People who have multiple properties, like Amy has a home in North Carolina, Amy had a home in Canada, does that change as far as what you need to do for estate planning?
Yeah, I always recommend when a client has property outside of their state of domicile. So if you live in Florida and you own a property here, you just have to do one probate. But if you own property in any other state, then you're going to have to do probate in that state. So what you would want to do is you create a revocable trust. You deed the property into that trust, and it's still going to be your own property. You're not going to have any new tax filings. It's not going to mess up your homestead in Florida. And then when you die, the property's in the trust. And then the trustee just distributes out the property according to what you want, rather than having to go to probate and get the judge to sign off on orders where everything's going.
So you just put is it the deed you put in the trust?
Yeah, so you just create a new deed. It's called a quitclaim deed. You're just saying I'm transferring all of my interest to myself as trustee of this trust, and then it's
Is quitclaim deed legal?
yeah. So
We can
there's a
tell
couple
you
of
anything
different.
that wasn't.
No, it's not that. It's in the day, people did quitclaim deeds for everything, and then I found out that they were putting a stop to it.
Yeah, so basically the quitclaim deed is you're not guaranteeing any warranties on the
Correct.
property. You're like, I haven't done a title search. I'm just giving you all of my interest that I own myself. Like if you bought a house under a contract, you wouldn't want a quitclaim deed. You would want a deed that transfers
The ownership.
the entire property to
Yeah.
you, not just them saying, I don't know who else has a claim to this property, but I'm giving you any claim that I may have. So that's what the quitclaim deed is, just that person and their interest.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this way you don't have to go through probate. Everything sort of stays in one folder, one
I
envelope.
just called the guy, let him do it, because it's just so complicated.
You got to call him because it makes it a whole lot easier.
Of course.
So I had, because we just moved, I had insurance on my old house.
Yeah.
Insurance on the new house. So I went on to change things, and I said to Chuck, I think you need to call the insurance company because we're still insuring the old house.
Yeah.
He goes, no, we're not. I'm like, okay, you need to call the insurance company. Why? We're not. We have insurance on the new house. What happens? He calls the insurance company. And he says, why didn't you take it off? They said, maybe you own 2 houses.
Yeah.
Why would we take insurance off? So that's another thing that you have to look into. They weren't going to cancel one unless we said cancel one.
Yeah.
You know, this is such
So-
a point. You get married, you get divorced. You don't let the people know that your divorced lady is no longer part of your life. And then they get a phone call saying, well, you never told us to take her off, so she gets all your money.
Exactly the way it is.
That's not the way it is. You got to call and make the change.
You
Driver's license,
You
everything.
learn a lot.
Your paperwork for Social Security, you got to let them know your new address.
Oh.
Your donuts, you got to get the new address.
Yes, Amazon found me, and now I have to get my donuts to new address.
Of
yes.
course. You got to tell the whole
Social
world
Security
you're moving.
too, huh? I didn't think about
Dawn,
that.
you lived there for 30 years. Do you think there's somebody going to say,
How
oh,
do you
Dawn
change your
moved
Social
to the-"
Security?
You call. Say, listen, I just want to give you, because they give you that AARP thing.
I don't have that.
You're going to get it.
Steve,
We all get it.
I'm not getting the AARP thing.
No, don't get it.
Why?
I don't have it.
Because they're an insurance agency.
Do you-
That's what they do.
No, they don't do that.
they
That's
make-
not true.
The heck they don't.
I get stuff
I know, you
three
get
quarters of the
discounts.
price cheaper. I get gas cheaper.
I know, it's great, and another one of the great scams of the 21st century.
It's not a scam. I don't have to buy nothing. I haven't bought nothing.
I know, I realize that, and it's $10 a year, and it's wonderful, and every time they sell a Medicare Advantage plan, who's making out on the commission?
The medical advantage.
Yeah.
Look, Justin's laughing, yeah?
AARP makes out on the commission, so
You don't have to buy it. You could
That's-
say no.
everybody.
No is a full
Lots
sentence
of people buy it. That's the.
now. A lot
that's
of
how
people buy it. A lot of people buy cigarettes, and they drop dead and they wonder why.
Not anymore. They're all dead.
That's because there's over
That's not my
7,000
fault.
chemicals in the smoke,
The
apparently.
chemicals. That's right. How
7,000.
7,000. So we know that. We learned something yesterday.
That's right. Why aren't you mixing the second batch of your drink?
The batch is ready.
Oh, you ready?
You know, we're
Thirsty, Steve. Come on, we're thirsty.
Thirsty.
We're a little parched.
There's a television show going on here. We're trying not to disrupt the production. We're
That's
trying to
a-
Wade's
show
slurping
you.
his cup over there.
Except for that guy. Except for that guy right over there.
Wait, swallow this cup.
He's preparing a special gift for you. It's an urn about this big.
Oh, wait a minute. I got breaking news. And Wayne, somebody sent me, because people watch the show and they sort of send me different funny things about what we talk about. There is a new thing that's come out. You know an hourglass with sand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
You're not going there, are you?
Yes. They are taking the ashes.
No.
Yes. I'm waiting
no.
for them to send it to me. They're taking the ashes so that you can play board games with your past loved ones.
Oh no.
It's a true story.
That's
Yeah, and you can
Wayne.
cheat now because they won't complain.
Everybody's going to run away from the board. But it's a true thing. They're waiting for them to send it to me, and then I'll put it up on the screen.
Okay, but this should
Wow.
not be a surprise to anyone at this point in time because people do anything with anything and they just do it and we go, oh, okay, another lunatic, but who cares? So it's great.
Wayne, you want to hook us up over here? Because
An hourglass.
obviously.
What do you think, Wayne?
It was
Let me
very
ask
nice.
Justin another question
Very
before we
nice.
go to commercial break and have another drink. Single parents,
Yeah.
different documents you should put in place?
No, generally the same type of documents that you should put in place for whether or not you're married or a single parent. It'll just be, your designations will likely be different.
Do you necessarily have to make the child's father guardian?
It
Or
dep-
mother?
It depends. So generally, when one parent dies and the other natural parent, or if they were adopted by both parents, if there's still that connection and the parental ties haven't been severed, then the survivor will be the guardian.
What about
But if
divorce?
both in divorce, yeah, unless someone gets full custody, severs the ties with the other natural parent, then it's still going to be the same. But if you have a single parent, the father is estranged, all of those ties have been severed, then you'll want to name a guardian in your documents. But you always want to name a guardian for any minor children that you have.
That's something you really want to do because
Yeah.
the other parent may say, you know what, I have rights to this kid, and if there's no documentation as
Yeah.
far as inappropriateness or severed ties.
Right. So yeah, you want to put that in your documents for all of your minor children, regardless if you're married or a single parent.
So I'm divorced.
Yeah.
I got nobody. Everybody in my family has
Right.
died except for my sister. And if I had a child with somebody, a kid, my sister becomes the guardian if I don't announce this thing? If I don't put it in?
No. The mother of the child would be
Well, suppose I don't know where the mother is.
They find the mother.
Well,
She's
then-
ex-nay on the child day.
Well, so the designation that you put in your will is just a
Usually they know who the
strong
mother is.
preference that the court looks at. The number one thing that the court.
What if I didn't have a will?
Well, then it doesn't.
That's why you should have
Yeah,
one.
that's
Would
why
it go
should
to
have-
my sister though?
No. So what the court looks at in these guardianship proceedings is what's the best interest of the child. That is the paramount concern that they look at.
Okay.
You putting a designation in your will is telling the court they generally take into account that you as the parent know what's best for the child, and they will take that preference into account, and it'll likely be that person. But number one is just going to be the best interest of the child.
Lesson to be learned. Get
Right?
your paperwork done,
Get your
baby.
paperwork in order.
Okay.
Now, what about for businesses? If you've got partnerships, does that need to be put in your paperwork as well?
It's not necessary, but every partnership, LLC, corporation, they might have internal documents that govern who the interest can pass to. Like a lot of the times, it can only pass to your spouse or your child. And if you put in your will, you want it to go to your brother or sister or parent, then the governing documents for that entity aren't going to allow that transfer. So it gets a
So
little
you gotta
complicated.
claim what you want.
So yeah, if you have any business interest, you're going to want to bring those governing documents when you go to your estate planning consult to see if there's any limitations.
It's complicated. Now, does Florida have common law marriage?
No.
So there's not like 10 years.
So there's
you're
no
considered common law.
and
I
it's
think there's
against
a lot
the law.
of there's very few states that still have common law marriage, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They did away with that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that's like that other thing he was talking about, the quick deed claim thing.
Well, there's a ladybird deed thing too,
Yeah.
It's all sorts of deeds.
right?
You've got some experience with that, don't you, Fred?
I got so
deed?
much experience.
With those divorce
It
things
comes
and
out of my ears.
That's a
Split
whole
it-
lot of
split-
information. You
separation.
Just
First of
gotta
all,
call
don't be
Justin.
putting my laundry on the street.
Oh, I'm
That
so
happens
sorry.
to be true.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm
Justin,
sorry.
what's the best way for people to contact you? Because it seems like you have a lot of information. Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes when I meet with my clients, they say it's like drinking water from a fire hose.
I need another drink, Steve.
So they can contact me. My office number is 561-276. All right, I think it might. All right, let me start again. 561-276-1008, or they can email me at jmooney, that's MOONEY, at hhk.com.
Wow. A whole lot of, I just opened up a whole nother can of worms. Now I really need another drink. More
I don't even know what the hell
paperwork
you're talking
to
about,
do.
but Sippy over there wants another drink because he's sucking down that.
Give Justin a call. He's got a lot of information. It's like drinking wine from a fire hose or water from a fire hose.
Let there be wine. Okay, so let's
Let's take a commercial break. When we
Yeah,
come
let's do
back, let's chit chat with Wayne and Lucky, Eileen Lemelman, who had a fantastic show today, and round 2 of Gubb Rum. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Jay Harmon exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings the light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas. With enough butter, anything is good. Tori Wells from Precious Treasure Gourmet Foods thinks so, because she single-handedly updated and expanded butter's possibilities. From compound, savory, sweet, and spicy, her freshly made butters aim to please. I don't know about you, but I've never really seen butter this versatile before, and now so feasible. With online shopping, just visit PreciousTreasuresGourmetFoods.com, because at Precious Treasures, Tori is working on the best artisan gourmet foods to every table. Remember, guys, true love is like butter. There's no substitute for the real thing.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard, and Cattell attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard, and Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Café TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Café t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Café coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. We're back to the Brooklyn Café Show. Wow, for our final Friday segment. Steve is still pouring. All right.
Friday final segment.
Segment of our Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Until we kick off our weekend. We're getting our Gubba Rum Friday rocking and rolling. We haven't talked to Lucky yet, but we got to talk to Wayne, see how Wayne's doing over there.
Wayne, how is that?
How's what?
You're their third, second, first drink.
I haven't got it yet.
Oh, he's
No
pouring
tip.
for you.
No tip for Steve.
The service in this place is awful.
We got to tip Steve. So, Wayne, we had some information during commercial break. You had a family member come and talk to you about buying an estate for the rest of their family. Is that a thing you can do?
Yes.
What, do they put the deposit down, or do they divide it amongst the family members?
We take money from anybody.
Does he know your son, Freddie?
I am just really anxious to find out who's going in the hole, because he takes money from anybody. There could be strangers in this thing.
How does that work? Because I think that's really interesting. It's like being a family, I don't want to say crypt because it's not a crypt. You can do it on estate grounds as well. You just buy different plots together.
Yeah, so there are public gardens within a cemetery, so anybody can buy spaces in there, and depending on the layout, it could be flat markers or upright markers. So like Dawn, yours we've got a nice upright marker section in the cemetery up in West Palm. We also can do what we call family estates, where it can be big enough for 2, 4, 8 caskets to be interred in the ground. There can be a structure built on it. There can be cremation benches. So the beauty of that is you have the freedom to do what you like on your estate. And the purchaser anyone can purchase, plots in a cemetery, and that purchaser has the right to decide who will be interred there. So it's a bit different than your funeral plan. If you're doing a funeral plan, it's prearranged. Basically, you need to decide who is that for, and that can't be changed. So it's a little bit different for cemetery property.
So you can say you buy 2 or 4. You don't have to name the people that it's
No.
particularly going to be used for.
No.
It's just for the family estate.
If the purchaser passes away, then ownership automatically goes to that person's descendants by law. So they have, if let's say a couple buy several plots, and they intend for their family to be interred there together, and they both pass away or interred there, the ones that are unused would automatically, go to their children, and they have equal say. So if they have 3 children, the 3 children have to agree on who's going to be interred in those remaining plots.
I guess it's like your parents have in PR, right? Mm-hmm. Same type of thing.
Except that they made it for 3, which made no sense to me back then, and still doesn't make any sense to me now. But it's hot in Puerto Rico.
So you can buy the plots, and then if someone wants to get cremated, I guess there's room. You can put a bench there and add it in.
Yeah, so you can. There's a lot of options with cremated remains. They can go in ground. Usually there's we call it a urn vault. So it's basically a concrete box that goes in the plot, and the urn can be placed in there. Or sometimes if you get a square marble urn, that can go directly in the ground. Or you can build a structure on the space to host either caskets or urns. So there's a lot of options there. We have cremation benches, where it's a granite bench. They've got spaces to place urns in the bench itself, or a columbarium they call it. So it's kind of a small structure where urns can be placed. Or we have a scattering garden in the cemetery, so your remains can be scattered there. Or there's lots of you can do a cremation niche, so it's in a mausoleum. Smaller spaces to place urns in a mausoleum. So there are a huge amount of options in a cemetery itself, and of course, we have the Neptune Memorial Reef, where off the bay in Miami in the Bay of Biscayne, underwater cemetery for cremated remains, where you can get your cremated remains mixed and be part of the man-made reef. It's really cool. Looks like the lost city of Atlantis. Prices are going up December 1st, substantially for Neptune Reef. So if you're interested in that, please call me. I can save you a lot of money to get that in place ahead of time.
This estate picture you sent is lovely.
Yeah, so that's one I'm looking at with Freddie Jr. at our Forest Lawn Cemetery.
Wayne sent it to me.
Yeah.
How do you? I don't even have this.
You have it. I sent it to you too.
But there's a plot. Somebody's buried there already.
No.
There's a thing there. What are you talking about?
It's there to be engraved, Freddie. Relax.
Oh. I thought it was
with potentially your information.
Well, this is actually really
It's Jimmy Hoffa, Freddie.
And how many people does this space hold?
So that's large enough for 2 caskets, but it could be, one casket and urns, or a structure built on top to hold urns, or cremation bench, or the bench changed to be cremation bench. So it could host several persons' remains, or it could be 2 full casket in-ground burial.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
That's very interesting. That's lovely.
I can't believe I'm saying that.
And that's
And-
at Forest Lawn?
Forest Lawn in Pompano.
Where is that?
Pompano. It's about 15-minute drive from here.
I think that's where we were.
Copans Road.
Oh, that's the one you showed me the pictures of, I think. Right down in Pompano area?
Yeah.
And if people want to do
That's
something like that, you're
multi-faith.
still under that 20% off discount now
Yes.
for the end of the year.
Yes. So any
So the
listeners,
timing is
we've
now.
got that 20% discount going on until the end of the year, and this is never going to be repeated, I guarantee. And we're getting substantial price increases in January as well. So this is a good window for anybody who's remotely interested in considering these options now. Please call me. The clock is ticking. You could do it this year, and I'm going out of country December 10th. I mean, my colleagues can help. So if you really procrastinate, after the later part of December, my colleague can still help you. But ideally,
Where
I'd
you
like to help
going?
you. We are going to England. So it's been 3 years since we've seen my wife's family. So we're going to go do a little tour of England, be in London, and see her mother in Cambridge. Visit. We have a house in Norwich. So I'm seeing Justin next week before we go to England. 'Cause we need to see an estate lawyer in England as well, apparently. So we're going to see that. But your funeral and cemetery plans ideally should be part of your estate plan. Wider estate plan, and get those things set sooner than later. I met a family today. I got a call last night saying, "Oh, our mother's about to pass away. She's 96. She's in hospice. We wanna come in and see you urgently. Before she passes, to get her funeral arrangements in place." So I helped them this morning to do that. I was surprised that their father passed away 25 years ago. They got all the cemetery, taken care of for him, as well as the funeral, obviously for him, and then the cemetery space for the mother is in place 25 years ago. But they didn't bother to do anything about the cemetery. So they came in and we made the arrangements, but they're paying the highest possible price. If they had made the funeral arrangements for their mother 25 years ago or 20 years ago, it certainly would have been much, much, much less than what they ended up paying. So that's really what we're about. If you want to pay the highest possible price, I mean, one of the daughters I felt sorry for, she was having a panic attack, trying to, just cope with the decisions and everything. Very high stress, high price. And what we're saying is, there's better ways to take care of this. Do it ahead of time, please. We can make it very less stressful for you and much, much cheaper. So come see us, 20% off current prices before they go up. It's a great, great deal. We just need a bit down, and we can get you set. And I guarantee I can save you thousands of dollars.
It is definitely worth the time. And you're right, it should all be put in your estate plan. And what makes it so easy is that Wayne works so great with Justin and vice versa, and it all comes together.
Oh, look at the man of the
no
hour.
stress.
We were just talking about you.
We saw the estate that you've been looking at.
We have a plan.
Maybe. And there he is.
We're gonna kidnap you, Freddie, and take you down there and show you.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to take a nap.
Wow.
He wants me to lay down and take a picture on it, right? See if it fits.
It's a beautiful plan.
See how you like it.
Yeah, you can try it out.
He doesn't look like you, but man, do they alike.
Oh, God.
How's that even possible?
Well, I know it's possible, but oh, God.
Give Wayne a call, 561-654-9000, or text him.
Yeah.
Now is definitely the time. 20% off. Just give him a call. Say you heard it here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show or on WWNN. Prices are good through the end. Discounts are good through the end of this year. After that, it goes back to 10%. So you may as well take advantage. Get your estate plan in order, especially now before everyone's traveling for the holidays. Talk to Justin. Talk to Wayne. Get all your paperwork put together. And then have some Gubba rum.
And get it done, because you never know what
Steve,
happens.
I think maybe you
Before,
should
during,
put
and after.
little Gubba nips in each of their plans.
We do. We have a
Right,
special,
to
we
care
have a special
packages.
arrangement with Wayne. We put a nip of gold and a 50 milliliter bottles, one gold, one silver, in every prospective customer's final arrangement package.
Do you? You should.
Yeah, no, that way, once you're passing on into the afterlife, you're always prepared. You can always have a drink.
No, I mean for the meeting.
Oh, for the meeting, yeah.
For the
Yeah, I
meeting.
mean-
I mean in this life.
Yeah, we're doing that too.
You know, like
I mean-
you buy a house, you get like, I got a Scentsy candle.
Oh yeah.
When you meet with Wayne, you meet with Justin, you can give them 2 little bottles
I have a bottle of GABA with me at all times, so if that eases your nerves to have that
Exactly.
conversation,
Scott, you can
you're,
do a little
you're very
box
welcome
of 3
to whatever
mini
you want.
donuts. It can be like a little
That's
care
right.
package. You sit down,
right.
you have a meeting, cup of silver, cup of
That's
gold,
right.
3 little donuts, and then you have a great little meeting.
I'm gonna put the bottle inside a miniature coffin. The
It's like a
bottle goes
mini
inside,
picnic.
And then you open it, like
Yes.
the purse. You ever seen the purse? You open the purse and it's a bag of wine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm walking around with a little coffin. You open the little latch and the GABA comes out.
Well, no, you know how they have the subscription boxes? They can take these little boxes to their meetings. They got some mini donuts, some GABA, cards. Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
It's a good idea. It's
take
like
a
a meeting in
commercial
a
break.
box.
Like a what in a box?
meeting in a box.
Meeting in a box.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Is Rowan with you?
Jay Harmon,
Is that
exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Café Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444.
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact sunrisecoffeenews@mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Here at the Brooklyn Café, our subjects range from hot topics, feel-good stories, and back-in-the-day nostalgia. With guest personalities and business features, you just never know who you'll see on the show. With our brew crew on set, we always air live to inspire, educate, and create. Make it a date and have a day at the cafe. Join Dawn and Freddie every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. and for lunch every weekday from 12 to 2. Amplify your voice. Call us at 866-224-5422 or visit our website at brooklyncafe.tv.
Justin Mooney is special counsel of the Florida office of Hinman, Howard & Cattell Attorneys. Justin's practice focuses on tax, estate planning, guardianship, probate, and trust administration. His passion is to provide clients with sophisticated estate plans which carry out their wishes, reduce any potential taxes, and preserve wealth for future generations. The attorneys of Hinman, Howard & Cattell provide first-class legal services and have achieved a reputation for excellence for over a century, staying on the leading edge of the law. When you need representation or legal counsel, contact Justin Mooney at 561-276-1008 or jmooney@hhk.com.
Watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
What's it like to have a mirror look like that at
This part of the show is brought to you by
2020 The Game. Get your copy of 2020 The Game and the puzzles at Palm Beach Outlets, Amazon.com, Walmart.com, or 2020-The Game. We should actually play the commercial because it's a great commercial. Let's see if we can put that in the board. Sure we do.
Yeah, we got to play this commercial. Do you know that the instructions are in the back of the box?
And they're big enough for people like us to see it.
Yep. And this doesn't have an end. There's no such thing as an ending to this.
270 electoral votes and you win.
This is hilarious. You have to take off clothing when you play this. Every time you lose a state, you have to take something off.
Amy's in. Amy found donuts. Amy found Gubba. Amy's very happy right now.
Where'd you get there? Oh my God, you're double fisting.
I was telling Scott during commercial break, some of the boxes we sent out today, they're sending me texts as they eat their way through the donuts. It was a great office warming gift, so thank you for that.
They're sending me texts from the deli, from the Palm Beach Bagels. She says, are you sure that they'll deliver up here? Because she has vendors that she wants to sort of sprinkle some love. And I said, yeah, they'll deliver.
Perfect. Your son is hilarious.
I go to that bagel place every Saturday or every Sunday.
Very nice.
I've been going ever since the epidemic and everything else.
Great people.
Never shut down.
Very nice. We got to talk to Eileen. It all starts with you before we got to wrap up our Friday. You had a fantastic show today, Eileen.
Oh, yes. I thought it was awesome today. I was so happy with how the show really was received. Feedback I'm getting already is that people are reacting, responding, and totally resonating with the show. It was awesome. It was, all about empowerment of women, of stepping into your confident self, of reaching out to the community when you are feeling alone and lonely, being in an abusive, dysfunctional relationship. I mean, it really touched on so many important topics.
And it's because of your show that I was asking Justin and Wayne so many of those questions about being a single parent, because we don't think about it when our kids are young. It's the last thing you ever want to think about. But it's probably the most important thing to think about as a single parent, because there's not an automatic go-to. And especially in an abusive relationship, because you certainly wouldn't want your kids, heaven forbid something happens to you, to go to that abusive spouse. It's not easy conversations to have.
That's right. That's right. You know, you don't want the children to go to somebody who's violent or who has the capacity to hurt and be abusive. And you also want to make sure, as a single parent, that you have set aside the right kinds of resources and you've put all the correct legal kind of, you know, papers in place so that your children will be cared for. God forbid something happened to you.
But it was great. You're definitely highlighting some really incredibly powerful women who have all their own stories, and the stories are always the best part.
That's right. You know, everybody has a story, and we never ever know what's behind somebody. We can view them as having it all together. You know, look at Robin today. She has a successful business. She's doing fabulous. She's got it all together. But her, you know, she's got a really, really difficult story. She had a difficult road that she had to travel to get to where she is today.
But you've done a fantastic job, and I love the way we had a great meeting this week. You're going to start doing some segments, which is fantastic when Amy gets rocking and rolling, which she's going to. Segments are great because your stories are fantastic, but with the holidays, people need a little bit of mental health counseling. They need some recipes. They need some exercise. Then they need to hear a great story.
They need art.
And that's
We need
really
everything.
that's just sort of like this, you know, exactly who we are as women, right? We need to put a little makeup on, and we need to go to therapy. And we need to buy clothes, and we need to cook a little vegan recipe. So, yeah, that's exactly who we are as women of today. And so that's sort of what I want to incorporate in my show as well.
Which
I
is
gotta
awesome.
tell you, it ain't too far behind. We need a little makeup, a little bit of this.
I don't
a
know,
little
your
bit of that.
son's got you taken care of
Yeah,
over here.
he drives me nuts.
That was hilarious,
My
I got to tell
goodness
you.
gra- And he's like a walking comedy routine.
He's you.
He's me. He's crazy.
He doesn't look like you. Your boys don't look like you,
They
but
look
they
like their
are
mothers.
just like
Their
you.
mothers.
He's here.
Oops.
They are just like you.
Oops.
They're the only time I see you get quiet is when they talk.
Because I'm afraid Freddie's gotten quicker.
I got to tell you, Freddie, I've never seen your father be quiet until you come and you have a little nugget of wisdom.
Because it'll turn into an all-out conversation. And I get it. He knows where the bodies are buried, as he said.
Literally, Wayne, that's scary. And Wayne has the key to unlock it.
You know, Wayne has become a very vital piece of my life. I don't understand this. As I get older, Wayne has the keys to my life.
Well, we try to
hang out
provide
with
full
Amy.
service,
I'm going to North
full service
Carolina.
menu.
I don't understand this.
I know, Amy went for a few days and she's been gone for 6 months.
Yeah.
I know. She doesn't know how to tell time. 6 months a few days turned into.
I know. It just went full
You know
speed
what it is?
ahead.
You're having fun.
Yeah, and I'm very involved with the arts there too, so it's kind of
You're going to
interesting.
do a show this week?
Yeah.
I could.
Yeah,
You
no,
should.
you
We need to
are.
catch up with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't hesitate.
I know.
You can't hesitate here.
Yeah, because I'm also working on a nice art studio in my new house too, so I'm almost ready to do shows out of there also.
Nice.
Yeah, be fun.
We'll have Amy back, but we have to talk to Lucky because Eileen, your segment is a perfect segue into Lucky over there, who we don't get to see a lot, but I think we're going to see her a lot in the next couple weeks.
Starting Monday, she's supposed to be in for 3 days in a row.
Wow. We have camera 3 on Lucky. Jeremy, there she is. You have a mic?
You got to talk into a microphone.
Here's one. I don't have one.
Now you do. Wayne gave you his.
There you
Okay,
go.
yes, now.
How was your show today?
It was good. It was good.
Lucky is our host of Fuego.
Fuego. It was very hot. it was really good. I got to talk about vegan. It was something that I didn't plan, but when I got pregnant, I could not eat meat anymore. and I had Mr. Russell. He is part of South Florida Vegans, and so I got to tell the story. You know, like when I got pregnant, and I went to the grocery store to buy the meat that I was gonna cook, and I could not do it. So from that day on, I started looking at what other things I was gonna eat and how I was gonna prepare it, and I learned a lot of recipes, and I made everything Spanish style. So
Spanish vegan.
Spanish vegan, yes.
You remember that restaurant?
I didn't realize she was vegan.
I didn't realize she was Spanish.
The chicharron they made with mushrooms.
There's a place in West Palm. What was that? West Palm?
Yeah.
And they made all Spanish food vegan style. The chicharrones were mushrooms.
Fried mushrooms.
And I ate one of them bad boys. My arteries probably hardened instantly because it was all fried mushroom. It was all fried vegan stuff, and it's pretty good. You know, the number one problem with vegan was the price, because to find vegan food was expensive. That's one of the reasons that people. And then other than that, you sort of have to have a little taste, but it tastes just like regular meats and stuff.
Well, we got a great segment that the girls did yesterday. But vegan, if you stick with fruits and vegetables, you just gotta have to find your protein source. It's the same price as anybody else, right? Beans.
And a lot of greens have the protein as well.
Are you still vegan?
Yes.
Yes?
Is Gabby vegan?
Well, because, like sometimes if I go to a friend's house and they prepare something, and it might, maybe in a sauce it had like a milk or something like that, and I will eat it. We're from Puerto Rico, so when you go to a place, somebody offer you something. I ate a donut the other day, so it's like somebody offer you something, and you're like to be respectful, right? So you eat it. So it happened to me that I have eat other stuff.
You a Puerto Rican vegan. We eat everything.
Is Gabby vegan?
Nope. No.
Gabby, what business do you have going on right now?
She's like, nope.
What's happening at school, Gabby?
What do you mean, like?
Any new side hustles?
What are you selling?
What are you selling?
Currently, I'm selling poppets. It's kind of like this new trend that has been going around, so I'm like trying to keep up with the trend so I can like.
What are they?
Get more money.
What's it called?
Poppets.
Oh, the poppets.
You don't have anything there? Anyone there?
No.
She sold out. You know the story with her. The school found out she was selling and they confiscated all the stuff.
She's a great business entrepreneur.
Yes, because you're not supposed to have a business at school.
Who are you interviewing on Monday? No double dipping at school.
You got to pay the tax. I talked to the principal.
Okay.
Lucky, who are you interviewing on Monday?
Monday, I'm going to have the mayor of Green Acres. He's Puerto Rican. And he's, I believe, in Palm Beach County. He's only the only Spanish mayor. So he's going to be here talking to me. And he's involved in many projects with the county, with Green Acres and all that. And I'm trying to get, and I'm going to have other guests for Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. You know who's on Tuesday?
I will tell you tomorrow.
Okay.
Have you met Eileen before?
Sure.
All right, so Eileen, I want you ladies to talk when we wrap up, because Lucky also works with some investment things.
Oh,
so
okay.
we were talking about that early in the week, and Lucky might be a good segment for you on women in finance.
Okay, cool. Yes.
You know, we love to do.
Yes.
Leave the web.
I love it. This is a place to be. The Brooklyn
Leave
Café.
the web.
Definitely.
Wow, it's been a little quiet, but I think we had a whole lot of fun here. Freddie, I'm glad you got to meet Justin. Thanks for everything you do. And now we got a cake for Rowan. I got a truck for Joey. I try to cross-share with your grandkids. I know you're quiet. Steve Gubb, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for starting our Gubba weekend off early. Wayne, thank you for slurping, so we got seconds. Scott, Mini Donut World, I'm telling you, Freddie and I are still getting texts. Great for marketing and networking. Contact Scott or Michelle at Mini Donut World. Yes, they will deliver. Great for kids' birthdays, networking, marketing, adult parties. They'll do mixed and matched boxes, so you can have a little bit for the adults and a little bit for the kids. Who else we got? Eileen, Wayne, Amy. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Justin, I love having you. You scare me. But it's good scare because it means I got to get my acting gear and get some paperwork done. And that is for you.
Before we go, I want to give a shout out to Jeremiah Ice. I went and got one of their holiday flight sets.
Did you?
Yeah, amazing. I have to say, it's amazing. It's only $8, and you get a sample, quite big sample. It's a spicy hot chocolate, pumpkin pie, gingerbread, and peppermint. Amazing. Just try it. It's wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you. I think we've got one in the freezer.
We
You
do?
put that on your donuts. No, you can't have all that sugar. Not in the Gubba. Sorry. Most people could put the Jeremiahs on there. You cannot. I'll give it to Freddie. My wheels.
My wheels.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that glaze across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and